Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, and it is time for us to do our Mopar Monday. And we have a few old school police cars from the 1970s to unbox for you guys. These cars I've had a while, but I had forgotten I had them. They were in a box in my closet, and I think they're cars that I had when I was in the Philippines and I brought back with me. And I was going to sell them, and I just kind of overlooked them. Now that I'm back into collecting, I'm going to keep them. So we have these guys. They're all from right around like 2021, 2022, the last year that I was there. The first one we have here is the hobby exclusive New York City Police Department, the NYPD. These are when the NYPD cars look really cool, when they are the blue with the white top, white side stripes. And I used to have all of the Monacos and Furies that were first released, like this style, the 77 and newer, from Greenlight and their Hot Pursuit. I had all the California ones, the New York ones, and other police stations from around the country. And then also I had the Le Manses. That's when they released the castings. It was like in 2019 and 2020, and I was trying to snag all of them up. And then when I quit collecting, when I came back the first time from the Philippines, I got rid of them. So yeah, it's kind of sad because now some of those things are not cheap, and I was kind of glad to see these in a box the other day. Now, this one isn't so expensive. You can still get these for like, I think, 12 bucks on eBay if you shop around. And they're cool. They're just as good as the one from the Hot Pursuit series, in my opinion. I'm not sure what the car number is on the one from the Hot Pursuit series. I'm sure it's a little bit different than this guy here. And I'm not sure if the one in the Hot Pursuit series had colored lights on the top or if they were clear like this guy. But yeah, the packaging on this one though is really cool because it has the NYPD logo and then like the badge and a picture of the Statue of Liberty. You have your hobby exclusive up here and a picture of like downtown New York. That is really cool. And then on the back side, no write-up about New York or the Monaco, just the NYPD and where to find Greenlight online. And you have your holographic sticker for New York City. I guess because it's like going to be a New York City collectible. I don't know if they sell it at like souvenir places or what, but yeah, it is pretty cool. So I've already cut open the back for us to get a look at him. And anyways, really cool car. And we're going to see if these are numbered. Yeah, they are numbered. 35, 31. But as I said, this is one that is from actually 2021, I believe, is what the copyright is on the package. Yeah, 2021. So, anyways, yeah, it was right around when the Monaco, this casting was released. This casting is a fairly new casting for Greenlight. It's only about 5 or 6 years old. It came out in 2019 or 2020. But yeah, this is a really cool car. And I used to hate these things when I was younger, but they're still not like on my top list when it comes to Mopars for sure, but I appreciate them, and I wouldn't turn down like owning one like I would have before when I was younger. But now the way that these cars have soared in prices, these are like the next best thing that's affordable in the Mopar world. And they're not really a muscle car for sure, being a 4-door, and even at the 2-door, still yet, they're not really a muscle car in my opinion, but still, they're okay. And they did make a really cool police car, that's for sure. So this is one of the, I guess I'd say, most popular police cars, New York City. It's in all kinds of television shows. This particular model probably was in a bunch of TV shows back in the 70s and early 80s. And then they changed over to the smaller body, like diplomats, and also the caprices and things like that. But this one is really cool. So the next two, I think, are both dedicated to uh Dukes of Hazzards. And I may be wrong about this, but they all have packages like this, where it has like an old dirt road with some trees bordering it, and it's just out in the middle of nowhere. Now, this one definitely is, because this is Hazard County, and it is their 75 Dodge Monaco, so this would have been from like early episodes, and they do make the Monaco in this style for Hazard County too, which I would like to get my hands on that one. But I'm not sure I will. I think they're still affordable. I haven't really looked into them. I just know I've seen them before. And this guy is from back in 2020. And it is also one of their hobby exclusive things. And this is telling you where to find Greenlight online and where their office or headquarters is located and such. This is a really cool car, but the reason I say this, I think they're all dedicated to like the Dukes of Hazzard show, but it doesn't say it because I don't think they got full licensing. I don't know what the ordeal is with it, but maybe it's because of the theme with the Confederate flag. They don't want to put the name of the show on the package. They just make the cars, because they had the Boss Hog Cadillac down to the correct theme with the bull horns on the front. They made a truck that looks just like Uncle Jesse's truck, and they made the Jeep that looks just like Daisy's Jeep and such, but no General Lee, of course. And then they've also made other ones that are in the same kind of package, but I remember when there was like surrounding counties outside of Hazard. This is from the Osage County. So I guess that would have been one of the surrounding counties of Hazard. There's a few different ones you can get. There's the green and white one, and then there is also red and white one, or maroon and white, and they're all from like different counties. So I remember watching the show a lot growing up as a kid, and they would always like cross over into other counties, and you would have different police cars and such things like that chasing them. But anyways, let's get back to the original Hazard County one and get him out and take a look at him. This is, I don't know, kind of, I think this would have been the one that Enos would have been driving. The one Roscoe had, I think, was more of the late 70s one. But then again, they changed them up because they were always crashing them. So they went through, I think, more Monacos than they did Chargers in that series. But I'm not sure on that fact. And as you can see on this one, the light bar is slightly crooked, not much, but a little bit. It looks like the red side sits back a little, and there's not much you can do about it because they put holes in the roof for the pedestals of the light bar there. So you can't really just like break it loose and kind of try to straighten it up a little bit. But it's not that bad. I mean, like looking at it on the side like that, it ain't bad. Head on, it's just when you groove over the top, it kind of looks a little off. But this one also has an issue with like the part lining up for the hood. Like it doesn't want to close all the way. It opens nicely, as you can see. Now these late 70s cars from Mopar, I think, should have been black and under the hood. They were not color coated like the early 70s stuff, because the front ends and things like that, I think, were designed slightly different, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know much about the late 70s Mopars. But anyways, as you can see that these are still numbered. It is 1754, but this is also one that is 5 years old, so it's been around for a while. And this let me see. They just put the casting. Oh, no, the casting does have its copyright on it, too. As you can see, 2011. This is one of their first, like, castings of classic police cars from Greenlight. This one, we'll see if it has the original. 2017. So it's a little older than I had thought. So 2017 is when they made this casting. So yeah, that may be about right. I don't know, because I think when I had a bunch of the Monacos and Le Manses and stuff, I was in my first apartment in the Philippines when I first moved there for a few years. We had one apartment we stayed in from like 2016 to 2018, and then we went to our new apartment and stayed there from 18 until 2022. And I think we had the Monacos and Le Manses in our first apartment, but I guess we did because I can see now that it was copyright 2017. So now moving along to this guy here. This is the Osage or Osage, I don't know how to say it, 1975 Plymouth Fury, and this is also copyright 2020 as we went over, and once again it has the same look to it as the Hazard County with the design of the package anyways. And here it is in this medium blue, kind of like a dark blue and white two-tone. And the light bar, it looks a little straighter on this one. But I like the colored light bar on these older ones a lot more than the clear light bar, because I don't think back in the late 70s they had the clear lights. I think that's more of a modern thing. I may be wrong, but I don't think I am. But anyways, it still looks good. It's still cool, NYPD Monaco. And then you have this guy here. And as I was mentioning before, so this is a 75 Fury. And this is a new body style for the Fury before it was for the Monaco. As you can see, this is, well, on the bottom, you have your 1975 Plymouth Fury and 1975 Dodge Monaco. Now, I'm not sure when they switched the body over on the Monaco to this style, but as you can see, they are predominantly the same car. Looking at them, like looking at the back, the tail lights and such. Now, this is a 75 model, and this is a 78, I think, or 77, and the lights are changed, and I have changed. It's 78, yeah. So the lights, obviously, they're changed, newer, modern. I don't know what the 78 Fury would have looked like when it came to lights, but in the front end, yeah, it's changed a little bit. As you can see, you have the double headlights, and then on the 75, you had the singles, almost like even the GM cars were like that, the Monte Carlos. And 76, up to 76, I think they had the single headlight like that, and then they went to the double stack in 77. It's probably exactly what Mopar did too. So, that is it for our Mopar Monday today, guys. And I don't know, I forgot to give you guys a spin around on this one. As you can see, they're nicely detailed. Especially this one. It's got the acrylic tail light lenses and such. These just have painted tail lights inside the bumper. They still look good, though. I'm not complaining too much. But I definitely want to get the Sheriff, the Hazard County Sheriff late Monaco, like this one, if it's still affordable. Yeah, these old Monacos are sweet. As I said, I was starting to collect them the first time, or well, not really my first time collecting, but the first time when I was living in the Philippines, and I wanted to get them all when they released them, and then, I don't know, I lost interest in collecting because we couldn't get them in the Philippines anymore. Our vendor lost their account, so we weren't getting a lot of Greenlight stuff in the Philippines, and I just lost interest in them. And then got rid of them, I think, even before I officially stopped collecting when I came back here the first time. But now we're back into collecting full force, and we're going to start looking for some of these old Monacos again. So anyways, guys, we'll be back again tomorrow for Truckin' Tuesday. We finally got a good example of the new pink SRT Adventurer from M2. We're going to crack it open for you guys. And when I tell you a good one, I'll show you the first one I got. It was horrible. The casting is horrible on this truck, and it had been on many different models or releases of it. So, of this particular pink one. Before that, I never seen any problems with the casting, but this pink one, a lot of bad examples made it out. So be careful when you're ordering from a hobby shop that has mass quantities of them. Ask them to send you a picture of the one you're going to receive, because the driver's side wheel opening on the rear is the one that is deformed. And we'll go over that tomorrow. So be sure to tune in for that, and enjoy the rest of your Monday. Thanks for watching.